Alcohol can be an acquired taste, but some types of alcohol are maybe a little more of an acquired taste than others, like beer brewed from Icelandic whale testicles. There are different cultural traditions around the world and different types of food and beverages that you might commonly find on the table. And if you've grown up with them, if you're used to them, then that's just something that's part of your life. And if you haven't, though, the taste could be something that would take some getting used to. And these types of foods that are very specific to certain cultural regions and that are probably very unfamiliar to people that are not from those regions are on display at the Disgusting Food Museum in Sweden. Now, obviously, foods are not disgusting to people that are used to them and that have grown up with them and that commonly find them around. But some foods, the taste, the flavor is so extreme, so surprising. If it's something you're not used to, the response is probably going to be one of disgust. And this museum has a new exhibit, Disgusting Alcohol. And the alcohol in this exhibit is definitely extreme. A centerpiece of the exhibit is a bottle of a semi-translucent yellowish liquid. It comes from Korea. It's a traditional medicinal alcoholic beverage that is that's not widely consumed anymore. It was thought to cure bruises and broken bones, and it is brewed from human poop. Now, the exhibit's director, Andreas Ahrens, brewed the bottle that is in the exhibit from existing recipes. He said that it actually smells more like alcohol than poop once it's in the bottle, but during the brewing process, he said the smell is quite horrendous. There's also a Scottish beer that is 55% alcohol, but that's not even the weirdest thing about it. It's served inside a taxidermied squirrel. There's also an example of a wine called Pruno, which is prison wine. This is something that has been brewed in prisons, and it's brewed in a toilet, usually, with different kinds of fruits, hard candies, whatever's available, in a toilet. There's also gin, brewed with ants, and vodka, brewed with a scorpion. That is a rice grain vodka. It is triple distilled, and the scorpion apparently gives it a distinctive woody flavor, supposedly. There are also some drinks that are fairly widely enjoyed today and are pretty common. Fournette Branca, for example, which is an Italian herbal bitter that is 39% alcohol and has many flavors that are, I guess, interesting, complex, but may not be to everyone's taste. As for what exactly gives it its distinctive flavor, that's a trade secret, and the exact recipe is something that has been kept very tightly under wraps by the company. But there are some ingredients that are known. It does contain bitter aloe, gentian, chamomile, Chinese rhubarb, and peppermint, among other things that are just a mystery. The Disgusting Alcohol exhibit opened, and this, of course, is the museum that has such permanent exhibits as maggoty cheese and roasted guinea pig and sheep's head soup. These are all foods that are commonly eaten in certain places in the world, and but people who are unfamiliar with them might find them a little weird or even kind of disgusting. But the point of the Disgusting Food Museum and the Disgusting Alcohol exhibit is, yes, there's a little bit of shock value, like, what is this crazy thing? I've never considered putting it in my mouth. It's so, how do people eat this? How do people drink this? But at the same time, there are a lot of cultural traditions out there. There are a lot of different kinds of foods that maybe you've never tried. And perhaps if you try them, you might find that they're not as disgusting as you imagine they are. And so the idea in this exhibit and in the Disgusting Food Museum in general is to maybe approach these types of foods and drinks with a more open mind, even if it's something that you think might be hard to swallow.